Welcome to this video which is aimed at Forex trading beginners. Now I wanted to go through the basics of mistakes that you must avoid, and it's really for traders who are just coming in the markets and wanting to know how to make money, how to avoid mistakes, or those traders who basically have started trading and realised it's not quite the walk in the park that many people make it out to be. Now, in terms of mistakes, I'm going to focus on 10 of them today. And the 10 mistakes I'm focusing on, I'm going to do them in the form of quotes in terms of what people have said to me when they're trading. This goes back to when I was a broker, spent over 12 years as a broker, and I dealt with over 10,000 traders. These quotes have been said to me so many times, and they're completely ridiculous. However, even successful traders, and I basically have shown them to several of the most successful traders on our channel, said, yeah, I remember thinking that or doing that. All traders are tempted to make these mistakes. They've got to be avoided. Now, what I'm going to do is do them on a quick storyboard. Okay, I'm going to give you the quote and why you've got to avoid it. Then when we finish with the storyboard, it'll only take about a minute or so, we'll go through how to avoid the mistakes and how to become a winning trader. So here they are, and just if you've not traded, make sure you write them down. And if you're ever tempted to do what is in the quote, make sure you don't. Right, let's take a look at them. I'll go back after those 10 mistakes. So you might be looking at those and thinking, I can overcome those easily. I won't make those mistakes. I would say that every beginner is going to make one or more of the mistakes. As I said earlier on, I've made them all. Speak to any successful trader and they'll say they've made some of those mistakes or all of them. Okay. Now, if you know you shouldn't make the mistake, why do you make it? The answer is the cognitive biases that are hardwired into you as a human. I'm not just talking about overcoming ego here. Okay, you hear a lot about that. You've got to actually understand the cognitive biases that come into play and basically understand all of them. Now, in relation to cognitive biases, we'll discuss a few of them in brief detail right now. There's a video underneath this one which covers them all and how to overcome them. You can also look up the psychology playlist on our site for more information as well. Now, before I just talk about a couple of the cognitive biases, money management is the foundation that every successful strategy is based upon. Many different ways to make money. One surefire way to lose it, have poor money management. We've got a money management playlist as well, but over leverage, risking too much on your trades, is just an inevitable way to lose. And now, in terms of money management, it's not just to do with basically cutting losses on your individual trades. You've got to know when to take profits on your trades, how to manage your overall account equity, etc. That's covered in the money management playlist. Now, in terms of losses, yeah, it's been proven that losing makes us more miserable than winning. Yeah, just go and read the book Thinking Fast and Thinking Slow by Daniel Kahneman if you're really serious about making a successful career as a Forex trader. It's a psychological book and it explains it in great detail. It does. Now, in terms of what does that mean in Forex trading? Well, it means that basically you're going to suffer from what's called sunk cost fallacy when you're losing. What's sunk cost fallacy? Basically, a loss is not a loss until it's realised. So when you bank the loss, that's when it becomes a loss. That is totally illogical. You've got an open loss in the market, it's a loss. You should get out. You shouldn't hope it turns around, okay? In terms of us being very risk averse as well, this makes us cut winners, okay? Because when we've got a winner, we're so excited, we don't want it to get away. So on any little pullback, you'll find beginners will snatch the profit in. They've got a profit. Well, that's okay in a way, providing the profits you're snatching cover your losing trades. But that is normally never the case. So you've got to run your profits, okay? Cut your losses. It's totally against your psychology. Now, another interesting bias is anchoring. You will anchor to illogical prices when you're in the Forex market. So, for example, the anchor when you're in a losing trade, very often, is break even. How often do traders say, oh, well, I'll get out when we get back to break even? Well, what's the point of that? You've got a loss. It's probably going to run further. You're not confident. Why wait to get back out at break even? You may as well just have a smaller loss. But again, we're hardwired to anchor. Also, in terms of anchoring, you noticed that quote I did about, when traders always used to ask me, where'd you get in the trade? And I'd say several hundred pips earlier. They don't want to do it. Why? Because they feel the trade has run on, they've missed out. They haven't necessarily missed out because the trade could run even further. They've only missed out because they're paying attention to my trade. My trade shouldn't matter. It should be how they see the markets. Now, in terms of that last quote, coming in the markets and believing you're going to make a living on $1,000 is totally ridiculous. Huge amount of traders come and say that to me, even to this day. It's not possible. It's a serious business, okay? If you're using proper money management, you've got to look in terms of getting rich slowly. There's no easy way of making money. You've got to learn your art. The only way you're going to learn how important psychology is by actually feeling it, okay? There's old saying, seeing is believing, but feeling is the truth. It's very true. You've just got to experience trading for yourself. Also, another problem we have as humans is we don't like uncertainty. We don't like risk. What are we doing in Forex markets? We're dealing in uncertainty and risk. It's very hard for traders to deal with that when they first start. It's a learning curve, okay? And I know I've said that, every trader is going to make one of those mistakes when they come in the markets. They will. Anyone who says they won't, go and trade and you'll soon find out. But that's okay. Once you've made the mistake, you'll learn from it, okay? You learn from the experience. If you do research on cognitive biases and psychology, okay, spend the bulk of your time doing that in terms of learning Forex trading, not a method. Methods are just easy to learn. There's plenty of methods, I've said, that you can learn for free that will work. You've got to make the method work. It can be done, but it's not the walk in the park, as I said, that many traders possibly believe that it is. I mean, there's no strategy out there, for example, that's going to give you 80 or 90% winning trades with very small losses. That's all your educators and marketers and so forth saying that, just to lure people in to the markets and not give them the truth. The truth is you probably win, decent trader, about 50% of your trades. So good money management, the right psychology to execute your strategy is the key to success. You know, when we talk about Forex trading basics, I think that is one of the most important basics to understand from the start. So I encourage you, click the video underneath this one and click the playlist on our site. And, if you digest the information, learn it, nothing to stop you becoming a successful trader. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.